When you love what you're doing, when you're passionate about it, it makes it seem a lot less like a job. Wanderfly is a travel recommendation engine. We help people figure out where they can go and what they can do based on their budgets and interests. I grew up in Massachusetts. I basically spent my childhood there until I went to Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania. I actually wanted to be a doctor or something in the sciences, and I did that for about a semester at Penn. And then I took Marketing 101, I remember, and completely said, screw the whole doctor thing. I'm gonna switch into communications, and it was just a totally different type of field, but one that I've stuck with since then. After that, I joined forces with some of my co-founders from Wanderfly to start sort of our first startup, which is called Living Breathing, which is a digital marketing consultancy. The transition between corporate culture, if you will, and the startup world, it's hard and it's really scary. And I think, at least the trick for me, and I've heard this from a bunch of people, is do it with other people who share some of the same passions and are ready to take that risk at the same time. Wanderfly came up because, first off, we're all really avid travelers, and looking at the travel industry, especially online travel, it's a messy industry and it's not a lot of fun. And we said, how can we try to make travel planning kind of as fun as travel itself? We have 4 co-founders. So there's me, there's Evan Schneier, Cesare Pietschak, and then Jorge Trujillo. So we launched in October 2010, and we thought it was going to be quiet. We sort of immediately picked up traction, which was really crazy. The servers went down. We got a lot of attention from, and we continue to, from the travel community, the startup community, the design community, because we think of ourselves as not just sort of a travel website, but it's about experiences. It's a really simple homepage, so there's only a few questions. Where are you coming from? How much money do you have to spend? And what are the types of things that you like to do when you travel? And what it does is it crunches through a lot of different data about different destinations around the world and then produces a recommendation. So a recommendation entails a city that fits the budget and interest that you talked about, flight and hotel to get there, and then a bunch of things that you can do when you're there. What I have really enjoyed doing at Wanderfly, and what I just continue to do every day, is find ways that our product and company can really meet our users, and just making sure that the product gets better and better. My typical day is talking to a lot of people. It's talking to my internal team, different types of partners, to media folks, and making sure that we're saying the right things about Wanderfly to the world. We've grown really slowly. Sort of in terms of manpower, and that's very intentional, because we want to keep really nimble and be able to move really fast. It grew from 4 co-founders, and now we have 11 people. We're really making a big push into social travel. This idea that you come to Wanderfly in order to make plans with your group. I think we're in a good position to really own social travel this year. So we have a lot of features planned. Being an entrepreneur, it's not always sexy. We have a sort of dishwashing rotation here. We've got to do all of our own accounting, even legal. We write almost all of our own contracts, and it's really worth it because the success of your company rests squarely on your shoulders and your team's shoulders, and that's a very special feeling, that the reason you're doing this and the reason that this is working is because of your own confidence and your own skills, your own strengths.